Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to do stabilization. What that means is stabilizing or supporting your body. Okay, so we're going to work on a lot of core exercises today. So a little bit about me. My training is in preventative medicine. I worked 10 years in the physical therapy field, and I taught people how to repair and support their low back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, and a big portion of that is some of these key exercises. Really stabilizing what's going on in that midsection is super, super important. And so your core is not just here. It's not just doing a bunch of crunchies and building that six-pack of abs. It's more about stabilization of what's going on all the way around us, especially in the transverse abdominis muscle wall, which is a muscle that goes all the way around you. It's kind of like a woman's corset, right? Remember those things you had to like pull up and it would suck you in, right? That's what that muscle does, is when you contract it, it's going to pull in. So one, it helps us look leaner, it gives us a waist, but it also supports that back, right? When we are contracting the abdominal wall correctly, our posture can't be all over. So just a real quick posture lesson. Posture. Weight should be in your heels, not in your toes and not way back. Chest should not be dropped and should not be back. Midsection, lumbar spine should not be arched and should not be bowed. So there's a center for all that. Chest comes up, shoulder blades come back, tummy tightens, knees soften, okay? When you're in that alignment, what happens is you naturally engage the abdominal walls. So what we're going to teach here is going to help you do just that. Don't be afraid if you're a beginner and you can't feel that contraction. I promise if you keep trying, you will. It will start to contract for you eventually, okay? So we're going to start. Most of these are on the ground. We have one thing standing up with a weight, so we'll be up in a second, but we're going to start on the ground. So safely come to the ground. We're going to start with a dying bug, which we did a dying bug earlier this week, but it is so effective, we're visiting it again. So if you slide your hand under your back and you press the belly button down, you're going to take that section out that is lifted. And as we contract that and you slightly get a pelvic tilt, as you lift that pelvis up, you'll feel some contraction in your bottom, just a little bit. And what that's going to do for you is it's going to contract this wall. So a lot of people, when they're learning, do really good if they put their hands on that lower abdominal wall and then just contract. So we're just going to kind of start with a little bit of a warm up here. Okay. Back and forth marching. Okay, so this is our warm up. We're going to just bring some warmth to those muscles. As you feel this, I want you to pay attention to how much your pelvis is rocking. I don't want a lot of rocking. I want it very stable and slow as you do this, okay? Now we're going to warm up those arms. We're going to do the upper portion of the dying bug, just up and down as you keep that contraction. Now, double check that your legs aren't too close. You want them nice and wide so that you can get that pelvic tilt just a little bit more. Okay, so first exercise, dying bug. So we're going to march with our left leg and you're going to bring the right arm back. You should feel the contraction get a little stronger there. Okay, we're starting the time right here. Up. Just like this. We're going 45 seconds. Now, if you remember from earlier this week, I showed you the advanced move. So if you feel like you can, go ahead and lift those legs up and kick out. Just like this. Perfect. Now, as you move the hand and the legs away from the body, think of contracting more and more, getting more of a pelvic tuck. You should feel some muscles start to tighten in that lower wall. If you need to go back to here and just start here, that's fine. Or with the arms, that's great too. Okay, we're going to go a full minute here. Really focusing on that contraction. It doesn't have to be super fast. If you are advanced, you could also add weight into your hands right here. Okay, you could hold a light weight and as you come away from the body. Okay, go ahead and rest. The next one we're going to do is flipping over. So we're going to come to that to a bird dog. So this is a hand and knee position, okay? Core is going to be tucked up. We're not going to let it sag. Knees are going to be a little bit apart, shoulder blades engaged, and core tight. What we're going to do is we're going to bring left arm up, right arm out, okay? We're going to hold, and then we're going to switch. Okay, here we go. Timer is going. Perfect. As you do this, I want you to feel some contraction in the abdominals. Now, say you have been doing this a while. I'm going to show you how you can use those weights. So you would just add a weight to that arm. Work on that contraction. I don't want a lot of side-to-side motion as you switch. So what happens is people lift the hip up or they drop in the back. So make sure both of those motions are not happening as you come here. Make sure your head is in alignment. You're looking straight down or slightly right in front of you. And that leg is going straight back. You're not arching up. It's going straight back to the wall behind you. Good, and done. Okay, I know some of these seem really, really basic. That's why it's called the Basic 5, because these basic exercises really target those areas that people struggle with, that if they're not strong, they get injured. So here we're focusing on simple exercises that are going to prevent you getting hurt as you progress in this program. Got me? Okay, so we're going to repeat that. Back to the dying bug. And lift. Up and down. Up and down. Just like this. Perfect. Now, don't get tied up on the left and rights. If that's totally throwing you off, just focus on the contraction and moving your arms a little bit. I promise, the more you practice, you're gonna get it. Okay? Nice and tight, abdominals strong. Keep breathing. We got this. Breathe. Almost there. Nice. Contract that muscle. If you need to, you can come straight up in the air as well as you get tired. But I want those muscles working. Remember, you could hold the hands, the muscles in the hands, or sorry, not the muscles, the weight in the hands if you needed to. One more. Nice. Switching over. I'm going to use the weights this time. Core tight. Find that pelvis right in the center, neutral spine. And lift and out. Lift and out. Now, the longer you kind of pause in that position, the more you're going to work that midsection. You're going to feel this in your shoulder, in your glutes, and in your core. Perfect. These exercises will really hurt if you're a person that experiences back pain. Okay, we want to be nice and strong. Almost there. Lift. Keep these shoulders under your, keep these arms under the shoulders. Don't run away from it. And keep it low. Like, you don't have to go super high. You can just kick it straight out. That's going to help you stay balanced. Last one. Nice. Okay. Next one, we're going into a side plank and a little more advanced move. So we're going to come to that side. We're going to hold 30 seconds on each side and then switch, okay? So wait for your timer to be in your favor. 3, 2, just kicking, and go. So you're just going to lift straight up, okay? Now the important part is that you're going to elongate like you're in 2 plates of plexiglass. If this is easy for you, you're going to extend one leg, and if that is easy, you're going to lift both. Okay? I challenge you to do what you can do. You can challenge yourself a little bit, and you may not hold the whole time. That's okay. You can come down and then come back up into it. Okay? Nice and stable. Make sure you're not running away here. If you need to, you can use the hand as well. Good. Go ahead and switch to the other side. So just a reminder, level 1, level 2, and level 3. Okay? So I'll start with level 1. Right here, 2 plates of plexiglass. Level 2, level 3. Breathe. You got this. Hold it. If you need to come down and jump back up, go ahead. See, this is a good way to do this, is watch a timer and see how long you can hold it. And then try to beat that each week. Good, and come down. Perfect. Now we're gonna come on your back again. Now, if you're advanced, you're gonna use a heavier weight. If you're just beginning, you're gonna use no weight or a light weight. This is a V-lat up or a upper body arm lower. Okay, so again, you're gonna find that core and you're only gonna go as far as you can. So 3 levels again. Level 1 is here and you're just going to move the legs. Now you can also do those bent. Okay, so level 1, level 2, and they can keep them shallow. You just don't want to go as far that you begin to arch in the back. You want to be able to control that. And level 3, we're going to do both. Okay? Here we go. In 5 seconds, out and in, out and in, out and in. Okay? So you can do both legs. You can do the single leg and the arms. You can do no arms and just the legs with single legs. Or you can bend the legs and single them out as well. Try a variation of all of them and see how you do. Right? Challenge yourself each week to try a different level. And just like me, you can go a little bit and then switch to an easier one or a hard one for a few reps and then come back in. We're almost there. Good. Nice. Back to the side planks. I actually prefer to do those with a heavier weight. I feel like I'm more controlled. So you just kind of have to play with it. All right, coming to side planks again. 30 seconds on each side. Ready? And up. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Breathe. Remember, 2 plates of plexiglass. Push the shoulder blade back if you can. You don't want to be rotated if you can, but if you need to put that hand down, it will cause you to rotate a little bit, and that's okay. You're also going to have one side that's easier or harder than the other one. And if you're way advanced, you can just lift a leg too, right? Lots of options with these programs. Good. Go ahead and switch sides. Set it up. Okay. Here, level 1, level 2, level 3, advanced. Just hold. Come up and down if you need to. Okay? Don't injure yourself. Build that strength. You will be amazed as you keep doing these exercises how fast you build the strength to get off the ground. Maybe you don't get off the ground right now. That's fine. You will if you stay with it. 5 more seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, and down. Nice. We're going back to that back. I'm going to grab the weight. Legs up. Here we go. Out and in. Out and in. So again, advanced, single legs with no arms or bent legs. Lots of modifications. And guys, taking the modification is not, there's no shame in that. It's not easier if your body's at that level. Okay? So you need to just listen to your body and do you. Almost done. 3, 2, one more. Nice. You need to listen to your body and do you. And then as you progress, things don't get easier, you get better. And so you've got to be able to progress and make things harder for yourself. Okay, the next one, we're going to be on your side again, and you're going to use one weight. Again, if you're new, no weight or very light. I'm going to use a 10. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to lay on your side. You're going to lift up and down, up and down. Okay, here we go. Lift. Now here's the thing about this. We're going 30 seconds on each side. Now if you're more advanced, you can stay with a whole minute on this side, and then do the other side when we switch next time. But as you lift here, you're going to feel a little contraction, and you're going to have to stabilize that shoulder girdle. Okay? Core tight. Pull it in. Feel that abdominal wall. Just lift and lower. Breathe. Nice. Breathe. Breathe. We're almost there. Breathe. And 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to tell you, I lied. I didn't do 30 seconds on each side. I did the full minute. Okay, so guess that's what we're doing now. But if you need to break it down in 30 seconds, you can. Move my mic pack. Here we go. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Lift. 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 Kind of totally messed it up, but it's going to be fine. Because you can do it. Right? You got this. I laid in something. Lift. Lift. Come on. Dig. Here for a minute. Lift. Take a rest. Jump back in. Okay? You should feel this right in that crease. This is working that oblique. Weights up. Almost there. Nice. So close. And done. Nice job. Okay. Plank position, Spider-Man. So again, a lot of levels. We're going to be here. So here's the lower level, okay? Again, finding your pelvis. Put your hands underneath. If it hurts your wrist, you can always grab onto weights or go into knuckles if that's better for you, okay? I always sometimes grab onto my mat too. For some reason, that kind of helps. I can curl it under, and then I can support that, support those wrists as well, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to come out at an angle, okay? Side to side. Now, upper level, we're just going to be up here, and we're going to angle it here. So it's kind of like you're scaling a wall. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Lift. Pull with that core. Now maybe you started at the upper level. Just go down. Go to those knees and pull. And pull. Okay, you're going to feel these in the side. These are all kind of hard because they're working some of the same muscles. Those side obliques, right? Now we're also using that shoulder girdle. Breathe. Breathe. Almost there. I'm going to come back up. Breathe. Good. And down. Doing 45 seconds there. Good job. Your arms should feel that, okay? All right, we're going back to those side lifts. And yes, we're going to do the minute. Here we go. On your side, lifting up and down, up and down. Perfect. And down. Nice job. Lift and up. I like functional core stuff, working more than the middle muscle groups. I think it's essential to work those other parts. And lift, lift, and lower. Good. We're doing 45 seconds on this side. And switching to the other side. Ready, set, 3, 2, 1, and lift, and lower, lift. I'm gonna scoot down just a titch. Lift, and lower, lift. They're a little awkward at first, but all you're trying to do is lift that weight towards the ceiling. It's not a huge movement. If it's hurting your neck, go ahead and just support your neck. Keep it relaxed. Okay? Perfect. And breathe. Lots of rolling around on the floor today, right? Working lots of different muscle groups. Sorry, I'm getting lazy. My weight was starting to go somewhere. And lift. Sometimes it's easy to let that weight just kind of meander. We're going to keep it strong here. And last one. Good. Okay, so we're going to stay here. Oh no, we got the planks. We got the Spider-Mans first. Then we're going to stay there. All right. 45 seconds. Here we go. In. Just trying to reach that knee to your elbow. Okay? There's that lower level. Nice and slow. These don't need to be fast. As you do these, I want you to pull under the abdominals and feel it in the middle wall. Okay? And pull. Down. And pull. Down. And pull. Down. Come on. I know. Just come out of it if you need to. Or you can hurry and shake it off and come back up. Come on. Just go there. Go to that pain cave. Breathe. And done. Good. Shake those arms out. I know they're tired. All right. So we're going to lay here on our side. We're going to do one hip exercise and one other exercise, and we're done. We're on the last round here. So you're going to bend the knee. This is going to be straight, okay? We're going to lift and lower. We're going to do just a little series. We're going to switch things up just a titch. So tighten the tummy, come down. You're going to lift and lower right here. Okay? Lift and lower. Now remember, the toe is pointed forward or down so that you're lifting with this back side. I don't want to see you rolling. I want to keep it hip stacked as you lift and lower here. Breathe. Okay, so we're going to do something fun to kind of finish this off here. It's fun for me. I don't know if it's fun for you. Okay, so we're going to come forward and back. Forward and back. Just like that. Perfect. A few more. This is our longest set, okay? Good. Now we're going to go forward and back. Just on a straight plane now. And back. And forward. It should be pretty sore and tired right now, okay? If you have to jump out of it and then jump back in, go ahead. I know, we're almost there. Okay, we got 10 more seconds. We're just going to do straight lifts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Go ahead and hit that. Shake it out. I know. It hurts. But that is that pain that I'm talking about, where you will see change as you push through it versus running away from it. It's different than feeling pain. It's muscle fatigue. And learning the difference is super important. Okay, here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Nice and easy to start this out. Bring lots of blood flow to that area. Hips are super important to work out for everybody. We just don't do a lot of side to side motion, so it's super important. Almost there. Lift and lower. Okay, we're gonna go forward, tap, up, and tap. Up and forward, up and tap. Nice and tight. Contracting that muscle in the leg. Nice. 2 more. Good. Okay, now we're going to go forward on the plane, on the straight plane. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward. I know it's really hard, but you got this. Just focus on contracting the core and working through it on the leg. Okay. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You got it. Come on. Dig with it. Stay with me. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Stay with me. I know it hurts. I know. I'm here with you. 1 more. Yes. Oh man, how are your legs? Pretty sore? 1 more, and we're done. Okay, so you're gonna grab a weight. You're gonna stand up if you can. I know those hips are tired. We're gonna come right here. What we're going to do is we're gonna come side to side, okay? It's not a huge motion, just side to side. But what I wanna make sure is that you're not in an extended positioning, that you're tucked under. So you're gonna soften those knees, push the pelvis forward, and be right here. This is just a stabilization. If it's too much, you can rack it here and just tip side to side here, okay? So, arms up and go. Side to side, side to side. Now, you may even wanna try changing your direction of your weight. Sometimes it's not necessarily like the correct way to do the exercise. It's just finding where you can feel the most contraction and have the most control. Like that's super important, is kind of figuring out what your body does and how is most comfortable, because this doesn't change a lot in the exercise, just moving the weight, but it might make you more successful, right? Side to side. Almost there. Breathe. And done. Okay? Now we're going to try 1 more that's very similar to that. So we're going to kind of do this series. Chest is up, and you're just going to do a small tilt. Now, imagine you have like a stitch on the side of your leg. You're just going to follow that stitch and come up. Okay? We've got 30 seconds. Ready? Set. Go. Down and up, down and up. Now what you're doing is you're lengthening and contracting with this muscle. So you're coming a little bit over from neutral as you find that contraction right here. It's not a huge motion. Okay? Every time you do it, I want you to pull the abdominals in. Try to find a contraction. A good way, and I know this is at the end of the video, I probably should have put this at the first, but a really good way, go ahead and switch sides, to do that is to laugh or say the word ha, 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 right? If you utilize a laughing or that sound, it's going to contract that muscle and you're gonna feel it more. So a great way to do it is lay on your back and make those sounds and see if you can find that contraction, okay? Almost done. Perfect. Okay, up above your head, slightly different, core tight. Hands side and side. Okay, and I'm going to switch the weight and just kind of play with it a little bit for me. Good. And if you're that low level, you might actually like this more. Try this and see if you can get that contraction. You're kind of pulling that elbow into your side and just feeling that contraction. This is a very functional thing because we're often carrying things around, especially if you're a mama, right? Always carrying something around. Tighten. Oh, my time's going to be off on this, guys. I can't remember when we started on this one. Almost there. And done. Good. 30 more seconds on each side and then we're done. So go ahead and pull down and up, down and up. Good. Good. Make sure you're leaving some comments on the bottom of these videos so I know that you're here, so I can cheer you along. It's so great to have people like doing these and seeing how you guys progress. I love seeing people's progressions and hearing about your wins. Switch sides. Because for me, I was a runner forever trying to lose weight and love my body and had lots of body images, and I found strength training, and gosh, I just love what it does to my body and the way it makes me feel and changes my strength. And so I just hope that you find some wins as well being here and find some overall strength to just give you your power back, especially if you're someone that experiences some pain. Done. Awesome. Well done, guys. Thank you for joining me at the mat. I can't wait to see you till next time. So make sure you're doing these videos over and over and drop in some comments so that I know you are showing up for yourself. Keep being strong.